Okay, guys, here we go. So my name is Samantha. I'm the owner and operator of a 2-acre farmstead located in Southeast Louisiana. I am essentially on vacation, though it is a working one, in Seattle, Washington. And I, like you, am hearing what's going on right now. Our soon-to-be president, President Trump, is most definitely considering taking Greenland, the Panama Canal, and Canada. This is him just a few hours ago.
For the world that as you try to get control of these areas, you are not going to use military or economic coercion.
No.
What is the strategy?
Yeah. I can't assure you, you're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two. But I can say this, we need them for economic security. It might be that you'll have to do something. Look, the Panama Canal is vital to our country. It's being operated by China. China. And we gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China. And they've abused it. They've abused that.
He also wants to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which actually, folks, makes a little bit more sense, being that there's a North America and a South America that borders the Gulf of Mexico. So I get it. That I can go with. I am unsure of how I feel about annexing Canada into America. Why? One, that's what the World Economic Forum wants. It is what they have been pushing for the past 30 years, folks. And I feel like all these trade deals and tariffs and all this other stuff that's been going on in our country for the past 30 years where Canada is concerned has been to get us in this financial position where we basically would benefit from taking Canada, because we give them so many cuts every year with the tariffs, and then we are also basically protecting them with our military. So taking Canada, in one way, it makes a financial sense. I mean, let's be honest, it really does. But Canada is the World Economic Forum's playground. It is such a woke country. And for the ones of you from Canada that watch me, we love you guys. But I mean, let's be honest. Do we want Canada in America? Because this is what one of their politicians just said.
Hey, Donald, have we got a deal for you? You think we want to be the 51st state? Nah, but maybe California would like to be the 11th province. How about it? California, Oregon, Washington? You've got geography in common with us. And not only that, we've already got a carbon trading system between California and Quebec. We've got some strong alliances on our west coast from British Columbia. There's been a lot of academic papers on the idea of Cascadia. So California, Governor Newsom, and Washington State, Jay Inslee, and newly elected Governor of Oregon, Tina Kotek. How about it? Want to put a referendum to your citizens? Because this is what you deal. Have we got a deal for you? This is what you get. Free health care. Universal free health care. No more one-year-olds who suddenly fall off the Medicaid list and their parents are in the news because they're trying to do a GoFundMe so they can get their daughter to a doctor. Universal free health care. And guess what? Those gun laws that your Congress is too afraid to pass because of the national gun lobby, we already got our strict gun laws.
They basically have more in common with Washington State, Oregon, and California than they do with the rest of America. I mean, come on. She just bragged about the fact that they have zero cost of insurance and no gun laws whatsoever for citizens. So I don't know. I mean, a lot to think, you guys. We have a constitution. We are a sovereign country. I just made a video yesterday. If you missed it, I don't know what to tell you guys. You should try to go back and watch it. But I have felt like a foreigner in America for the past 9 days in the state of Washington. Real talk. What is it going to mean if we take on a whole entire country that, again, is also being overrun with illegal migrants? What does that mean for us? How do we do this? What is it going to look like? I just don't think Trump has enough time in 4 years to fix America if we're also going to try to take Panama Canal, which that one I totally get. We basically built it. It's our canal. Let's take it back. I get that. Go Trump. But then Greenland and Canada, I don't know. Yet the people, the good people in places like New Zealand, right? There's a lot of you that watch me from New Zealand. In fact, I have a daughter that lives there. So, I mean, I'm cheering for New Zealand, right? And Australia and Canada. And those people, those good people, those salt of the earth people want away from this woke ideology, crackdown, stomping on their human rights. They want away from that. And they believe Trump can give that to them. Listen to this man.
And then, listen, then he wishes Happy New Year to Australia. I mean, all my fuses blew. I had to go to the hardware store, buy a whole bunch of new fuses because they couldn't bear the load of fire that was going through them. And now Trudeau has resigned. I mean, if I was a cartoon figure, my hat would just blow off, you know. And today, no, 2 days ago, Trump said, he showed a video clip of dancing people waving flags in England. And he said, the people in the UK know what's going on. They were celebrating. Why? And then today, Elon Musk posted, America will liberate the United Kingdom from the tyranny. All have been talking about the deep state, the cabal, the elites, the Satanists, you know. Who are they? Where are they? How do they operate? They are the British elites. They are the British elites who always had an agenda for world domination. Their British Empire has never ended. They reworded it to the Commonwealth, but Canada, listen, Canada never was a country. It was always 100% owned and controlled by the British elites. Australia and New Zealand, the exact same thing. Those are not countries. The government is just puppet theater, it's just show, even more than in other countries. Other countries have to be influenced by these elites. Australia and Canada are full-blown, downright owned by them. The flag of Canada doesn't mean anything. It's just there for show. Same for Australia and New Zealand. If Trump, listen, if Trump says that these countries, or these areas, I should say, will become part of America, or that he will liberate them, this means only one thing. It means that it's a done deal. It means that it's permanently game over for the elites. It means that the deep state is dead. It means that the cabal is no more. Their power has been taken from their hands. If they say that they are even going to liberate the United Kingdom, it means that the crown has been removed from the head of the snake. Do you understand what I'm saying? So where are these elites? Have you ever heard about the city of London? No, I'm not saying London City. We all know London City. The city of London is 1 square mile inside of London City. That is a sovereign city-state, surrounded by 14 dragons, statues of a dragon. Their coat of arms shows the creed, well, it shows 2 dragons and the creed, Lord guide us. Who is the dragon? According to the ancient scriptures, the dragon is Satan. He is the force of evil that deceives all the nations in the world. And that's exactly what these elites have been doing. They have been deceiving all the nations of the world.
Then Biden takes 625 million acres of land, it's, in the water basically, and land, out of energy exploration. So all these projects are now back on hold again to get us energy independent. Folks, there's so much going on in this world, and why do I have such a bad feeling? I just feel like there's something going on and we're all missing it. But what I do know is that the World Economic Forum would be so very excited to get Canada and North and America combined. They would love it. Here's a map. If we took Greenland, Panama Canal, and Canada, this is what America would look like. So, like I said, I'm not sure why this is going on. I get the Panama Canal. The rest of it is almost mind-blowing. Yes, Trudeau did step down as prime minister. He basically just bailed on Canada out of nowhere. But I mean, let's be honest, Canada is sinking faster than America, and that's saying something, folks. But when you look at the United Kingdom, Europe right now, and the trouble they're in with this illegal migration, then you look over here and you see what happened across America January 1st, right? 2025. I mean, we've got terrorist attacks popping off Idaho, New York, Trump Towers, and then you had New Orleans. Here's the thing, a lot of people have not realized yet though. The gentleman who was involved with the Trump Tower fire left a note. He emailed it right before all that popped off. Listen to this clip real quick, because I have to tell you something in the end of this that's going to blow your mind.
On December 31st at 10:42 a.m., that is Tuesday, he said, "In case I do not make it to my decision point or onto the Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release this until 1 January and keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2006 black Ford Mustang V6 for verification. What we have been seeing with drones," he puts that in quotes, he says drones, "is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China and the East Coast, but throughout history, the US. Only we in China have this capability. Our OPSEN, that's Operations Center, our OPSEN location for this activity is in the box below. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years, but this activity recently has picked up. As of now, it is just a show of force, and they are using it similar to how they used the balloon for SIGINT and ISR, which are also part of the integrated comms system. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. The so what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned aircraft. They are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted. It's checkmate. U.S. government needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them and what the way forward is. China is poised to attack anywhere in the East Coast. I've been followed for over a week now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I am armed and I have a massive VBID." Let me pause right there for a second. So he says a massive VBID. When I was talking to the FBI yesterday, they didn't know what a VBID was. I had to explain a VBID. For your audience who has not been in the GWOT for the last 20 years, a VBID is a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device. In layman's terms, a car, what we saw at Trump Tower.
You guys remember the Malaysian flight that disappeared, right? This one. Okay? Watch this.
Front. The idea of teleportation has always been a mix of legend and potential, sparking interest and debate. The conversation gets even more interesting with a recent video showing orbs circling an airplane. Could this be a sign that teleportation is possible? And does it have any link to the big aviation puzzle? Where did MH370 go?
In 2024, Joe Rogan broke that story that yes, there was a whistleblower. They came out. There is anti-gravity technology out there. That is what happened with the Trump Tower explosions. He knew it. He was blowing the whistle and the government came after him. I told you guys it was all a cover-up. Okay? So we know something's going on with this technology. It had to do with the orbs that were everywhere that all of a sudden disappeared off the face of the earth. That is China. So this is what I'm telling you right now. America is in trouble. Canada is gone, right? World Economic Forum, China is involved. Maybe the drones and what happened with finding out about this anti-gravity technology that is now being played by the U.S. military and China, the only two superpowers with this technology, has got Trump in overdrive. Maybe he's realizing that we've got to take Greenland, we've got to get the Panama Canal out of China's hands, and we had better swallow up Canada too, or we're all in trouble. I don't know. What I can tell you guys is that my spidey senses are tingling. So keep your head on a swivel. Let me know if you hear anything extra new, whatever, drop it in comments. We're not going to drop this. Go Trump, go America, but we cannot go into this blind. We got to keep our eyes open. We got to stay on our knees. We got to beg God. At this point, it's like begging God. Please have mercy on us. Please have mercy on us. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think.
Who sent a video to her boyfriend, and then she was like reading the comments side by side with him and being like, look, babe, isn't that crazy? And then she realized that their comments were sorted differently. So differently that the takeaway you would have had to the video was entirely separate and entirely targeted at their demographics, because she was a woman and he was a man. What I've been saying for a very long time, and what has gotten my account completely blacklisted, is that your information is not reliable and you do not understand how strategically your messaging is being manipulated. You do not hate your neighbors. You've just been told to. Your communities have been destabilized. Your mind has been infected by, like, it's not even like the liberal virus or the conservative virus. It's not. It's literally your algorithms. They're reprogramming us and they're being censored. Like, history is happening. History is actually tangibly occurring, and we don't even get to know about it because we think this is the one source of truth. Finn, have a blessed night. Question everything. Ask any questions you have over here.